Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're taking a plunge into something, well, genuinely exciting for anyone looking to really master English. We're talking about how to sound not just grammatically correct, but, authentically native.
Yeah,
It's not really about memorizing more vocabulary, but about unlocking those subtle, almost invisible patterns that native speakers use pretty much without a second thought.
exactly. And these patterns, they're like the very fabric of natural conversation. They're essential.
Right.
Essential for conveying everything from, say, polite doubt to genuine surprise. They add layers of nuance, emotion, and social intelligence.
Things that direct word-for-word translations just can't capture.
They really can't. So mastering them helps you navigate interactions with, well, far greater ease and authenticity.
So what's our guide for this exploration? We're drawing our insights from 50 Essential English Patterns for Native Speakers by Teacher Sam.
Great source.
Yeah. And our mission for you, our listener, is basically to give you a real shortcut to understanding these crucial linguistic tools. We're aiming for clear comprehension, sure, but maybe more importantly, those delightful aha moments, those moments that show you why these phrases make such a big difference.
Let's get into it.
Okay, let's jump right in with our first big theme. How to navigate uncertainty, show politeness, and express your preferences without sounding too abrupt.
Yeah, those tricky situations.
Think about those moments when you need to soften a statement, maybe express a slight doubt or, gently decline something. Take, I'm not sure if, for instance, instead of a blunt, I don't know, you might say, I'm not sure if I can make it tonight.
Yeah.
It's immediately softer, right?
Oh, definitely. And it's more than just softer. It's kind of a social lubricant.
Interesting.
That little word if is so crucial because it signals openness, like a willingness to consider possibilities.
Okay.
You're avoiding a hard no that can just shut down a conversation.
Yeah.
It's about keeping that rapport going, even when you can't commit.
By showing you've thought about it, leaving the door a bit ajar.
Exactly. And the same goes for, that's not really my thing.
Yeah.
If someone asks if you like, say, horror movies, saying that's not really my thing is just infinitely more graceful than I don't like them.
Much less judgmental.
Right. It expresses disinterest without judging the other person or the thing itself.
That's spot on. It really is about that underlying social dynamic. And what about when you've accidentally caused an inconvenience? I didn't mean to.
Oh, classic.
It's such a perfect, polite apology, isn't it? You're saying, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It focuses on the intent, which is key in apologies.
Absolutely. Intent matters. Or I'd rather, for expressing a preference, I'd rather stay in tonight. It's clearly a preference, not some kind of command.
Keeps things friendly.
And this is where it gets really interesting in terms of, like, avoiding friction. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
That's a prime example of a preemptive softener. You're saying, look, don't get me wrong, I like her, but...
She talks a bit too much, yeah.
Right. You're signaling that your critique isn't a total dismissal. But here's a nuance.
Okay.
If you overuse, don't get me wrong, before every single critique, it can actually make your criticisms sound, well, sharper.
Oh, really? How so?
It's like you're trying too hard to soften a blow you're still determined to deliver. It can lose its impact if it just becomes a verbal eardick.
That makes sense. Diminishing returns.
Exactly. Similarly, don't take it personally aims to depersonalize criticism. Don't take it personally, but I think we should go with someone else for the project.
Trying to separate the decision from the person's worth?
Precisely. You're trying to de-link the critique from their self-worth.
That's a great insight about the overuse, though. It can definitely backfire. And then, shifting slightly, there's I'm looking forward to.
Positive one.
Yeah, this isn't just about saying you're excited. It adds that layer of politeness and anticipation, like, I'm looking forward to our meeting.
Right. Shows genuine eagerness.
But without being overly familial or pushy, these patterns are just, well, indispensable for navigating the subtle social landscape of conversation.
Couldn't agree more.
All right, let's pivot then. Our second theme. Patterns for sharing observations, introducing news, and conveying surprises.
Okay.
Ever found yourself wanting to share a sudden observation, or maybe some juicy news, or perhaps a truly surprising event, but you just struggled to find the right natural lead-in?
All the time. You need those little frames.
Exactly. Our next set of patterns acts like a linguistic spotlight, really, helping you frame information for maximum impact and engagement.
And that's spot on. These aren't just polite extras. They're tools for managing your listeners' expectations and for guiding them through your thoughts.
Right.
Take It looks like, as in, it looks like it's going to rain.
Yeah, common one.
It's not a definitive statement, is it? It's an observation, often based on something you can see, and it invites a kind of shared assessment rather than demanding agreement.
Okay, so it's collaborative.
In a way, yeah. Then you have, as far as I know, she's still in New York.
Right, hedging your bets a bit.
It's not just about uncertainty, though.
Yeah.
It manages expectations. It's like putting a soft disclaimer on your information.
Ah, I see.
And that's crucial for conversational flow because it lets you share incomplete knowledge without, stopping the conversation cold or sounding overly definite when you're not sure.
And what a difference that makes in a dynamic chat. Okay, following that, no wonder. That's a fantastic one for immediate comprehension and connection.
Oh, yeah.
No wonder you're tired. You worked all night. It creates this shared aha moment, shows you've grasped the logic behind something.
Totally. Connects the dots. And for sharing surprising results, it turns out, is perfect.
Like a reveal.
Exactly. It turns out she was right all along. It's like a little mini revelation in the conversation.
Nice.
And to really amp up the surprise and invite engagement, believe it or not, sets the stage beautifully. Believe it or not, I've never actually been on a plane. It's like a verbal wink saying, get ready for something unexpected.
Draws you in.
Definitely. For a more playful news intro, guess what? Works wonders.
Guess what? I got the job.
Exactly. Builds that little bit of suspense in a friendly way. And then there's, by the way, a master of seamless information insertion.
Oh, absolutely. Use that all the time.
By the way, did you finish that report?
Yeah.
It lets you add extra info naturally without completely derailing the main topic.
It's all about those smooth transitions, isn't it? And for describing really unexpected events out of the blue is incredibly evocative.
Very descriptive.
She called me out of the blue yesterday. It just conveys that suddenness, that unpredictability.
Perfect word for it. And if you're promising an update, I'll let you know, is just the natural, straightforward way to commit.
Simple, clear.
All these patterns, in their own way, help build a more engaging narrative flow in your conversations, make things less abrupt.
Definitely less abrupt. Okay, our third theme. This one dives into patterns for clarifying, explaining, and maybe offering guidance.
Crucial stuff for understanding.
Totally. These are vital for making sure you're understood, for elaborating on ideas, and giving advice or warnings constructively. Have you ever felt like you're not quite connecting, and then you use that phrase, you know what I mean?
Yeah, checking in.
It's an immediate check for shared understanding. It was just so awkward, you know what I mean? It invites the listener into your perspective.
And that invites a really important question, doesn't it? How do these patterns empower you to be a more effective communicator and listener?
Good question.
They're absolutely fundamental to building that shared understanding and trust. For instance, if you don't understand something, what do you mean by?
Instead of just nodding along.
Exactly. It's not just a question. It's a respectful request for precision. What do you mean by complicated? It shows you're engaged, you genuinely want to grasp their meaning, and it prevents misunderstandings down the line.
That's a critical distinction, respectful clarification. And when you're explaining something complex, it's kind of like, he's your best friend.
The analogy helper.
Usually followed by an analogy. Learning the software, it's kind of like learning to ride a bike. Creates that cognitive shortcut for your listener.
Makes abstract ideas concrete. Then there's I'm used to, for habits or comfort.
I used to think this was just about routine, but actually
There's more to it.
Yeah, it also subtly communicates a kind of earned familiarity and embeddedness. I'm used to waking up early. It's not just a habit, it's almost part of your identity now.
Exactly. It speaks to comfort and adaptation over time. And when you need to introduce the core reason for something, or maybe an obstacle, the thing is incredibly versatile.
I'd love to come, but the thing is, I don't have enough time.
Precisely. It sets the stage for your explanation. For preemptive advice or warnings, keep in mind is key.
Gentle guidance.
Keep in mind it's going to be crowded.
Yeah.
For suggestions, if I were you, I'd feel less prescriptive than a direct command.
If I were you, I'd take the offer. Offer's a perspective, not an order.
And that distinction makes all the difference in how advice is actually received, doesn't it?
Absolutely. For a friendly but maybe firm reminder, make sure to is spot on.
Like, make sure to lock the door.
Yeah, implies importance. And finally, to give advice humbly, acknowledging your own limitations or just trying to be helpful without overstepping for what it's worth is great.
Softens the advice.
For what it's worth, I think you should probably try. Makes it much more digestible, less like you're telling them what to do.
Exactly. It's offering, not imposing.
Okay, next up, let's explore phrases used more in daily planning, expressing commitment, and acknowledging delays or forgetfulness.
Ah, practical stuff.
These are the really practical patterns that help you manage your time and responsibilities in a wonderfully natural way. If you want to give that natural assurance, you'd say, I'll take care of it.
Simple, effective.
It's concise, confident, conveys clear responsibility. Don't worry about that report. I'll take care of it.
These patterns really do streamline our practical, everyday interactions. They add that layer of naturalness to managing responsibilities.
For instance,
Well, if you haven't had time to do something yet, but you intend to, I haven't gotten around to, is perfect.
I haven't gotten around to reading that book yet.
Exactly. It's a polite explanation for the delay, implies you still plan to, maybe, without setting a firm deadline. It's also a gentle way to avoid a direct no if you might eventually do it.
That's so true. It avoids that potentially awkward situation. And for expressing urgency, nothing really beats the sooner the better.
Quick and clear.
We should probably leave soon. The sooner the better. Direct and efficient. If something's been delayed and you're perhaps a little impatient, you might say, it's about time. Like, it's about time you cleaned your room.
Yeah.
It subtly conveys that an action is overdue.
Maybe not so subtle sometimes. And when someone finally gets something done, even if it's late, better late than never, is a great way to encourage the action, really.
Focuses on the positive outcome.
You finally finished it. Hey, better late than never, right? For describing something done right at the 11th hour, at the last minute, fits perfectly.
He canceled the meeting at the last minute. Highlights the timing, often with a hint of frustration.
Usually, yeah. And if you simply forgot something, it slipped my mind. Such a natural admission.
Oh, sorry, your birthday totally slipped my mind.
Exactly. It's honest, feels less accusatory than I forgot. It admits a lapse in memory without making excuses. These phrases are truly the unsung heroes of smooth daily interactions.
Couldn't agree more. Okay, now let's dive into patterns that convey more immediate reactions, internal realizations, or personal struggles.
Getting into the emotional side.
Yeah, these are the phrases that really humanize your communication, allow for that authentic self-expression, take I can't help but to express something unavoidable, often an involuntary reaction like I can't help but laugh when he tells that story.
Right? It just happens. These patterns are all about that emotional authenticity. I can't wait to. Goes beyond simple excitement. It communicates a really intense, genuine anticipation.
I can't wait to see you this weekend.
Exactly. And what are the chances? It's not really just asking a question, is it? It's expressing genuine surprise or disbelief at a coincidence.
We ran into each other here in Rome. What are the chances?
Yeah. It invites that shared wonder.
Absolutely. And if someone does something kind or helpful, you made my day. That's such a powerful little phrase.
It really lands.
It quantifies happiness, doesn't it? Thanks so much for your message. You totally made my day. It's not just thank you. It's like you literally affected my emotional state positively.
That's a huge compliment.
It is.
Yeah.
And if something is difficult, that's easier said than done, conveys that struggle and often a sense of shared understanding.
Yeah, quitting sugar, that's easier said than done.
Exactly. When do you find people use this most often? Is it more for self-reflection or kind of deflecting advice?
Oh, that's a fantastic observation. Honestly, it's often used in both ways.
Duh.
For self-reflection, it's acknowledging the real difficulty of a task you're facing. When deflecting advice, it's a polite way of saying, look, I hear you, but maybe you don't fully grasp the challenge here.
Gotcha. Signals empathy, but maybe also a touch of resignation.
Exactly. And for expressing that something just isn't worth the effort, it's not worth it, works well.
Don't argue with him online. It's just not worth it.
Right. A pragmatic cost-benefit assessment. For a sudden realization, come to think of it,
It's
perfect.
the light bulb moment.
Yeah. Come to think of it, we never actually finished watching that movie. It implies that thought just occurred to you.
I love those light bulb phrases. Along those lines, that reminds me, it's such a brilliant conversational connector.
Seamless transition.
Oh, speaking of movies, that reminds me. I need to call my mom. It lets you naturally branch off to another thought without feeling random.
Keeps the flow. And finally, for sharing struggles, I'm having a hard time, is direct and honest.
I'm having a hard time concentrating today.
Right. It shows vulnerability, invites empathy. These patterns truly humanize your communication and build connection on a much deeper emotional level.
Definitely. Okay, we've made it to our last set of patterns, the ones we pull out when we need to wrap things up, summarize. a big idea, or maybe just accept the way things are.
The finishers?
Yeah, these are super useful, aren't they? The classic short native conditional answer. It depends.
The common.
Do you like working from home? It depends. It's concise and perfectly captures nuance.
It absolutely is. It depends. It's like a powerful micro summary in itself. It signals the answer isn't black and white. The context matters.
True.
So what does this all mean for you as a learner? It means you have these great tools to wrap up ideas clearly and authentically. Offers both efficiency and, conversational grace.
Nicely put.
And at the end of the day, it's such a common native phrase to summarize a discussion. Getting to the core truth.
We debated for hours, but at the end of the day, family comes first.
Right. It brings that sense of finality and importance to a conclusion.
Yes, it feels quite definitive. And for a quick summary, when maybe you've been rambling a bit, long story short, is your go-to.
Rescue phrase.
So yeah, the car broke down, missed the train. Long story short, we missed the flight. Clear signal. Get to the point.
Gets you there fast. If you want to express honesty, especially when what you're about to say might be a little sensitive, to be honest is perfect.
Primes the listener.
To be honest, I don't really like that new design.
Yeah.
Yeah, prepares them for directness. For strong agreement, I couldn't agree more.
Very emphatic. This pizza is amazing.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. It really builds that rapport, shows you're on the same page.
Definitely. And for signaling the completion of an activity, let's call it a day, is very common.
Time to stop.
Okay, we've done enough work on this. Let's call it a day. It's an invitation to stop. If you want to suggest starting to move or leave, let's get going.
Simple action phrase. It's getting late, let's get going. And finally, for accepting a situation, even a tough one, it is what it is.
The ultimate acceptance phrase.
It's a very native way to express resignation or just acceptance. Well, we missed the bus. It is what it is.
Yeah.
The nuance here is crucial, though. While it signals acceptance, the tone can convey anything from calm resignation to sort of weary exasperation.
True. It's versatile in its feeling.
It's about acknowledging reality, really, for better or worse.
Wow. What a journey through these 50, essential English patterns. It feels clear that understanding not just what these simple structures mean, but how and why they function, can truly transform your spoken English from merely correct to genuinely native sounding and engaging.
Yeah.
It's like unlocking a secret code for authentic communication.
It truly is. The language mastery isn't just about piling up vocabulary or perfecting grammar rules, as important as those are. It's profoundly about understanding and applying these unspoken rules of connection and nuance, the things that build bridges between people.
Well said.
So we really encourage you to embrace these patterns. Don't see them as just more phrases to learn, but as really powerful tools for more authentic, more effective, and ultimately just more human communication.
So thinking about all this, now that you've unpacked these patterns with us, which one feels most natural for you to maybe try out in your next conversation? And perhaps think about how might it shift the way you connect with others?